Hey guys, so a lot of yous were asking me questions and I wanted to answer them. This is a part two to my plastic surgery advice. So, about Guadalajara, Mexico, there is a doctor out there, Sonny Ramirez. Sonny is very good for his rib removal. It's not really removal, he cracks your ribbon and he does one at a time. So, I think you do one and then you fly back a couple months to do the other one. He doesn't do two at the same time. You're very bruised and you're in a lot of pain. You have to stay a certain amount of days. And that's the only procedure that I could say go to him to do. I've seen like three girls done by him, and you know, he gave them a really, really nice curved waistline. Um, that's also taking a risk. You know, you could get an infection. Like I had an infection years ago going to him for something else, and I had a very bad infection. Um, there was a he had put an implant in my nose. It was rejecting, and he also put implants in my chest, and I had a hematoma. I had to fly back and have them taken out and fixed, and other ones put back in. And he did butt implants for my girlfriend, and he put breast implants, large breast implants, instead of butt implants, two different shapes. And she had to have them removed when she got back to the U.S. It was hilarious. Like, I mean, it was really bad. Like, I felt really bad for her, you know, because you could see the indent. It looked like breast implants in her ass, in her butt. So, take your chances. That's all I gotta say with Sonny Ramirez. There is another doctor, Dr. Lazaro Cardenas, and he's supposed to be really, really, really good. I've heard a lot of good things about him. A lot of you were asking me questions about the FFS, another doctor. The only one that I really know that does natural work is Dr. Spiegel, because I've seen his work. The only thing that I give you advice on is stuff that I've seen with my own eyes. You know, stuff that I've heard. I don't really know of. I only give you advice of what I've seen. As for body modification or lips and stuff like that, that advice I can't really give you because it's illegal here in the United States. So, you know, if you hear it through the grapevine, just do your research. But I can't really divulge that information. I can't really put up people. You know, you never know what's going through the internet and who's watching. And I wouldn't want some people that I know, to get in trouble. So I can't really divulge that information because you can never trust anybody. Basically, about the SRS surgery. The SRS surgery, the doctors, okay, the three doctors four doctors that I know of that are really one of the best doctors are Dr. Suporn in Thailand, Dr. Menard, Dr. Reed, and Dr. Bowers, Marcy Bowers. Um, those are like the four best doctors. I can say Dr. Reed, I've seen his work and it actually looks very realistic. It looks very, very, very realistic. I was very impressed. Dr. Menard, of course, that's my number one surgeon. He did me. And I'm very happy with the results. Very, very happy. It's functional, it works, and that's all that matters. Then there's Dr. Zuporn. Dr. Zuporn, it's really, really possible. It's just the only thing I don't like is his technique. He does this W plasty scar, and it comes right in your leg crease. And you know, when you spread your legs, you're always going to see that scar there. It's just that's the only thing that I could say. And also, he gives you a lot of meat in your lips, and you end up having a lot of lip. So that's another thing that kind of looks kind of fishy. I don't know. You know, sometimes that could give it away too. I have very small, tiny lips, and I think that looks a lot better and prettier to me than having big hamburger meat. Like it looks like a hamburger bun sticking. What else? And let's see, the other doctor, Dr. Marcy Bowers, I've only heard of her work. I haven't really seen it up close and personal, but I've heard it's very realistic. I just think of it like this way, though. You know, if a transsexual, or post-op is doing your vagina, um, do you think she's going to give you a prettier vagina than hers? So I really don't know if I would trust a transsexual doctor to do my surgery. I would rather a male to do my surgery because a male wouldn't want to give a transsexual a pretty vagina. I mean, I just think that that's like the ultimate. you know. But I'm not knocking anybody. I don't know for a fact. That's my view on things and that's my opinion. Oh, there's also another procedure out there called new color iris. And I would strongly advise any of you who are thinking of doing that procedure, don't. 3 of my friends have done it, and 3 of my friends had problems. And one of my friends just left it in his eyes because, he's just not going to bother taking it out. He sees an eye doctor now, and he says it's a lot of issues. Once you cut your iris, I'm going to explain something. This is what new color iris is. It's a color implant for your iris. It changes your eye color, so you can end up with blue, amber, or green. And then they have different shades. It's a light green or like a gray blue. Then they have like a darker green. It's almost like a turquoise. I was very impressed, and I almost opted for the surgery a year ago, and thank God I didn't. My girlfriend had the turquoise ones, and she had them taken out within 4 months. She started getting the first signs of glaucoma. She had spots in her eyes, and they don't tell you this when you go there, but when you go there, they don't tell you you have to take these eye drops to relieve your eye pressure, because your eye has a certain pressure, and once you stick an implant in there, your eye expands. So to relieve the pressure of your eye, you have to use these eye drops. They're like MSM drops, and it's like 2 different drops you got to take for the rest of your life. And that's what they don't tell you. And then when they do the implant, then they make you sign a waiver after you're blind. So it's really, 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 really shady. And the guy had a lot of issues. There was a lot of other problems who had a lot of issues with the lens, and they started getting a lot of bad press. So they started another website called Bright Ocular, and that's, they say it's a new doctor in Istanbul. So I don't know if it's Dr. Khan. It just seems kind of fishy. So just beware and do your research, because I did mine, and thank God I didn't, because I don't like my brown eyes, and I really do want lighter eyes. But I am going to try something else that I found on the internet, and they're called iris lightening drops. And they actually, if you take them for at least like 3 to 6 months, you'll see results, and it lightens your iris like little by little. So I will tell you guys how that works out for me, because I'm just tired of wearing contact lenses, and when I'm Nikki Exotica, it's, and I'm on stage, I have my ulterior, my alter ego. I have another look, my rock star look. And then when I'm home, I'm Nicole, it's like my natural look with no makeup and stuff like that. I'm not always done up like a glamour doll. I try to show you guys the real side of me, and it's not all artificial. So, I guess that's it. If you guys have any more questions, let me know.